A great evening, everyone. Welcome to Prime Business. I am Pius Kojobaka. This evening, Ghana has signed its 7th bilateral debt restructuring agreement with Czech Republic. The agreement was signed today by the Finance Minister, Dr. Kasiela Tuforsen, and Renee Jekyll, Director of the Claims and Recoveries Department at the Export Guarantee and Insurance Corporation, who represented the Czech Republic. Dr. Forsen conveyed Ghana's appreciation to Czech government and the people, noting that the long-standing relationship between the two nations continues to deepen. Renee Jekyll described the agreement as the beginning of a new chapter in bilateral cooperation, one that creates room for future engagements and additional support. The signing ceremony was witnessed by the ambassador of the Czech Republic to Ghana, alongside officials from Ghana's Ministry of Finance. The State Pension Trust, that's SNIT, has announced it will, from April 2026, implement a new pensioner certificate renewal policy. SNIT, in a statement copied to Joy Business, stated that the revised policy introduces mandatory annual pensioner certificate renewal for all pensioners. It added that this renewal is necessary to guarantee continuous payments, and that's where we give you that statement as we have it on your screens here for you. SNIT implements new renewal pensioner certificate renewal policy for all pensioners. Like I did mention, the Social Security and National Insurance Trust SNIT will, effective April 2026, implement a new pensioner certificate renewal policy. It goes on to say the new policy is intended to strengthen the integrity of the SNIT pension scheme by ensuring that pension payments are made to all living and eligible beneficiaries. So if you are a pensioner holder, this is what you have to know as a policy holder for that matter. And as we have it, pensioners may renew their certificates through any of the following channels: SNIT mobile app, that's facial verification, resident and non-resident pensioners, and also SNIT virtual branch. You can also do that by SNIT pensioner partner banks, that's co-locations, and any SNIT branch nationwide. Now, it concludes by saying pensioners will receive reminders at least 1 month before their birth month via SMS, email, or other approved communication channels. So that's the latest from SNIT. The Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority is targeting complete registration of both new and old vehicles under its new number plate system by December 2027. The 2-year registration exercise is expected to see the over 4 million registered vehicles in the country re-registered under the new system as the authority sets out to introduce the new technology-based number plate beginning January 1, 2026. More in this report.
The new number plate system will feature radio frequency identification device chips for security and tracking, and zonal codes aimed at improving accountability and ensuring traceability of vehicles from the ports into the country's transport system. As the government sets out to roll out the new system beginning next January, the DVLA explains the new registration will be done in phases, starting with unregistered and government vehicles. The second phase, which will commence from April 2026 to December 2027, will focus on re-registering existing vehicles. Foster Akwesi Asante is the Deputy CEO of the DVLA.
The rollout plan has indicated, and as I repeated here, that all things being equal, and with God by our side, we are looking at rolling the program up or out in January. And it's going to be in phases, because it's not going to be an event, it's a process. Because as we speak, we have close to 4 million vehicles that are already registered in the system. They are data. And there are other new vehicles in the country that are yet to be registered. So in order to facilitate and have a smooth transition, we intend registering the unregistered vehicles as well as vehicles of government institutions and agencies from January 2026 to April 2026. When we are done with that arrangement, then we will start registering or re-registering the existing vehicles. And that will be from April 2026 to 31st of December 2027.
The DVLA held a regional stakeholder meeting in the Ashanti region, sensitizing drivers, technocrats, and law enforcement agencies on the upcoming number plate system. Although stakeholders consider the new system as an efficient means of clamping down on illegalities, there are some reservations.
It's going to increase the security of the security of the car for the car owner, 2, the security of the car for the passenger who is going to get on board any commercial vehicle, regardless of where you are going. And then 3, is going to make sure that people who travel on commercial vehicles do have, say, the assurance that should they lose any of their properties, they are sure of getting it back.
This system, the chip, they have to do a lot of tests on it because our temperature is quite high and we know electronic devices are affected by temperature. So if you can do tests, make sure that the device is going to work before they roll it out. We don't want a situation where we are going to implement system and people are going somewhere, the police will stop them, your vehicle is not registered, but it's not their fault. The system just not working.
Meanwhile, the DVLA is urging the public to comply with the new traffic laws and deal directly with DVLA officials, avoiding third-party intermediaries. For JoyNews, my name is Emmanuel Pratkweku.
The Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology has launched the Nkabom Collaborative Project, marking a major milestone in efforts to transform Ghana's agri-food and nutrition ecosystem. As part of the launch, the project also inaugurated the Agri-Food Center of Excellence established in partnership with the College of Agriculture and Natural Resources. More in this report.
The facility is expected to drive innovation, skills development and industry partnerships across the agricultural value chain. Speaking at the ceremony, the director of the Nkabom Collaborative Secretariat at McGill University, Canada, Pierre Brunach Jr. underscored the scale of the initiative.
This Center of Excellence at KNUST is a true example of how university understands the value of their contribution for food security in Ghana and across Africa. Artificial intelligence that involves precision farming, and the youth will be able to learn all this stuff here, especially in this center. The Nkabom Collaborative, KNUST, the staff, the faculty will be doing experiential learning. We'll be teaching the youth and the entrepreneurs outside of the classroom. And this is why this is so important. And this is a memorable day in the history of KNUST and the history of Ghana.
Project lead Professor William Otu Ellis highlighted the importance of the initiative and the significance of the day.
We decided to launch the program today, which is a Farmers' Day, and it's very significant and unique in the sense that this is an agri-food project. That's for KNUST, our focus is on agri-food, and therefore we thought that because today is a special day for farmers, it's the best time that something concerning agri-food should be launched. The value chains within the agri-food sector is quite numerous, and therefore we believe that if we build capacities within this space, a lot more people, especially the young ones, would get opportunities within that space. And we hope that within the next 10 years, as we run this project, people's lives will be transformed. It's not only about individual lives, it also has impact on our communities.
The project seeks to harmonize education, research, innovation, entrepreneurship and workforce development into a unified platform to address gaps between theory and practice. Vice-Chancellor of KNUST, Professor Mrs. Rita Kusia-Dixon, reaffirmed the university's commitment to the initiative.
KNUST has long played a central role in shaping national and continental development through excellence in science, technology, innovation, and human capacity building. We won't stop. We will continue to do that. The two initiatives we are launching today reflect this enduring commitment as they speak directly to the urgent and emerging needs within Ghana's agri-food and nutrition sector. We pledge our utmost support to what this project stands for, and we will give it our all.
The initiative brings together 7 academic institutions, government agencies, industry partners, NGOs and local communities to drive collaboration and high-impact outcomes. Dean of the Faculty of Agriculture, Professor Fred Nemo, speaking on behalf of the Provost, commended the partnership and assured the faculty's full support for the implementation of the project.
The Minerals Development Fund says enough seedlings are being nursed to restore vegetative cover to over 500 acres of land destroyed by mining in parts of the Ashanti region. Already, some acres of degraded land have been reclaimed by persons culpable for the destruction. Now, Administrator of the fund, Dr. Hannah Louisa Bisi-Okote, reveals the fund is committed to protecting lands restored by miners. Nana Ojima reports.
Government has commenced an exercise to reclaim degraded lands and restore water bodies destroyed by activities of illegal miners. Through the Minerals Development Fund, persons who have illegally degraded lands and others legally undertaking operations are being made to restore the lands and their vegetation. Dr. Hannah Louisa Bisi-Okote is administrator of MDF.
We've been able to, restore about 500 or more acres of land that has been destroyed, and we have close to 1,000 acres of seedlings that we are nursing together with logists, and we're encouraging miners. As you have your licenses and as you mine, we are in communication with them and encouraging them that when you dig, please cover, and then with logists you can now start, planting, the phytoremediation of our lands.
In addressing the negative impact of illegal mining on the environment, the Minerals Development Fund has launched an environmentally sustainable mining initiative to reduce water and land degradation in small-scale mining. The MDF Modular Sustainable Mining 10K initiative employs green technologies, closed-loop water recycling, and mercury-free gold processing methods. In creating awareness about the destruction of the environment, the administrator of the fund led hundreds, including officers of the various security agencies, students from senior high schools, and other stakeholders in the Green Ghana Walk.
This initiative is part of the many attempts that we are making, to re-echo, to amplify the voice of His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama that says he wants a green Ghana. He wants to wash Ghana green. He wants responsible mining. He wants us to restore our land. He wants us to restore our trees. And in so doing, we will have a greener future and we have a greener, Ghana for all of us.
For JoyNews, Nana Ojima, Kumasi.
After years of battling uncertainties that came with poultry farming, Ghana-Czech's best farmer, Mark Ajetekwe, says an insurance policy for the sector is critical to protecting livelihoods. He has been highlighting the financial vulnerability of poultry producers who need access to capital and support. More in this report.
Ghana-Czech municipality, encompassing Teshi in Greater Accra region, is primarily a fishing community, with many residents also engaged in livestock, poultry farming, and increasingly container gardening. At the 41st Farmers' Day themed Feed Ghana, Eat Ghana, Secure the Future, the municipality announced it will receive 10,000 beds as part of the government's nationwide distribution of 3 million beds to boost productivity. Farmers are encouraged to join the 4-year national program to transform the food system, reduce imports, and increase production of grains, vegetables, poultry, and livestock. Best farmer Mark Ajetekwe, who is into poultry, highlighted the need for incentives such as insurance and implementation of existing policies, having received a certificate, farming tools including tank, fridge, cutlass, among other assorted products.
Not just the loans that we want, but I'm very glad if there will be an insurance for the poultry farmers as well. No matter how big the premium will be, because it's a very risky business. So going forward, if they should encounter any risk or any problem, the insurance will come to your aid and be able to continue again. So apart from getting loans from the bank, I'm very glad if the government also come up with insurance policies for the poultry farms as well. Some few years back, They were trying to buy the like grower system, like we produce the broilers, and we were liaising with the abattoir so that they will come and pick them, slaughter them, and feed them with the cold stores. But we've had meetings upon meetings, we've not been able to come to any conclusion as to, in terms of that. So we're very glad if the company will come to our aid too, so that there will be outgrower system. As they are talking about this in Nkabom, you will liaise with the abattoirs so that we'll be able to supply them, so they will take it to the cold stores to reduce the importation of the chicken.
Lejokuku Municipal Agric Director Dr. Rahel Khan urged residents to adopt container gardening and called for stronger government-private sector farmer collaboration to ensure food security and wealth creation.
We have a lot of crop farmers, we have a lot of people doing livestock. So because of the scarcity of arable lands in the municipality, we are gearing more towards container gardening. So you can see that more people in Lekma are planting any type of crop, any type of vegetable in containers. And they also sell this fresh to consumers. We also have a lot of people going into aquaculture because of the lack of arable lands. Container gardening is very, very beneficial and it is very convenient.
Meanwhile, Member of Parliament for the area, Benjamin Nate Aiku, encouraged youth participation in modern agriculture.
I respect the sacrifices and I stand with you. We will continue to push for better policies, improved equipment, modern system, cold storage facilities, financial support, and skills training to make the work easier and more profitable. To the youth here, Ghana needs you. Agriculture today is no longer about cutlasses and hoes alone. It is about technology, innovations in agribusiness, irrigation, agriculture, and value addition.
Paramount Chief and President of the Teshi Traditional Council, Bechonlo Ni Ashite Akonfra III, commended farmers for their role in the country.
Away from agri-related stories, Salam Alliance General Insurance Ghana Limited is hoping to expand its reach across the country with the opening of its newest branch at East Legon here in Accra. The company plans to leverage its innovative insurance packages to increase insurance penetration. More in this report. The opening of the new branch at East Legon is part of Salam Alliance's strategy to become one of the top 3 general insurance companies in Ghana. Salam Alliance General Insurance Ghana Limited offers a range of products including motor, home, travel and injury insurance. Speaking at the opening of its newest branch, Board Chairman of Salam Alliance General Insurance Ghana Limited, Rexford Adumakubonsu, said the new branch is expected to create employment opportunities and provide insurance services to individuals and businesses in the area.
You realize that most of the businessmen in this country live here. You realize that most of enterprise owners live here. Most transport importers and owners live here. Most factory owners also live here. So it's a great opportunity for the company to tap into this pool of business to be able to bring up the financial standing of the company.
On her part, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Salam Alliance General Insurance Ghana Limited, Mabel Nana Nyakwa Public, emphasized the company's commitment to providing financial solutions to Ghanaians.
But even more important is how we are able to take this out of just East Legon and to other locations, not only in Accra but across the country, and be able to offer a myriad of solutions. One of the things we've said is that we are looking and changing insurance by giving solutions that are everyday solutions, not the usually packaged kind of product, but we are looking at lifestyles, today's lifestyles. Business is dynamic, lifestyles are dynamic. How do we take those lifestyles and the risks they represent and bring it into insurance solutions? So that will be success, that we are able to do that fully across the country to make people feel comfortable to work with Salam Alliance.
The company has been providing insurance services in Ghana since its establishment and has a presence in 21 countries across Africa. Enterprise Properties, in fulfillment of its new renewed framework on environmental and social governance, has commissioned a mechanized borehole water system for the Jamestown community here in Accra. The initiative forms part of the corporate social responsibility of the company to the community. General Manager for Enterprise Properties Limited, Kojo Owusu, explains to Joy Business that the move is to support community development. More in the following report.
The corporate initiative, according to Enterprise Properties, is expected to solve the hygiene challenges of the community, as access to water has been a challenge. The mechanized borehole facility is accompanied with 2 storage tanks, expected to store 5,000 litres each when full. General Manager for Enterprise Properties Limited, Kojo Owusu, said, providing the mechanized borehole for Jamestown is in fulfillment of the ESG framework by the company.
We have done some CSR projects for the community, but this year we decided that we would engage the community again to ask them exactly what their needs are and then see how best we can help them. Beyond that also, this year we came up with the ESG framework, environmental social governance framework, and within that framework there was a community and social responsibility. So that was part of the thing that propelled us to engage with the community. When we had an engagement with the community, then they mentioned that water, access to water was an issue. And that was what led us here for us to then decide that we'll actually drill a borehole and provide the community with water.
Assembly member of the area, Carlos Nia Makata, assured that he will put measures in place to safeguard the facility, which will be serving the community.
We are going to ensure that based on the technicalities that they are going to bring on board, me as the assembly member, myself and the community, we adhere to all these directives as to how to maintain this borehole project and to how to keep it for it to be a project that will be for a very long time. Although they are going to a maintenance problem, but we pray that through these directives, myself, being the assembly member, and the community members will ensure that we adhere to these directives to bring this project back to life again.
The chiefs in the area who honored the ceremony expressed gratitude to Enterprise Properties for the initiative.
Finally, before we go, Automation Ghana Group has commissioned the Huawei Luna 2215 kilowatts per hour battery energy storage system, marking a major milestone in Ghana's renewable energy and industrial power landscape. The initiative showcased the company's ambitious plan to transition fully off the national grid and operate solely on clean, renewable energy. More in this report, but as our part company, do enjoy the story. Commissioning of the Luna 2215 represents a major step toward solving electricity availability, stability, and the cost challenges faced by commercial and industrial operations in Ghana. The Luna 2215 is engineered for real commercial operations. One unit delivers 215 kilowatts per hour of usable energy and can be expanded to 20 units on a single network, achieving a total storage capacity of over 4 megawatts per hour. Speaking to Joy Business, the General Manager of Automation Ghana Group, Robert Mason, highlighted the relevance of the Luna 2215 to Ghana's commercial and industrial sector.
It's a game changer. Companies that are really consuming a lot of power and are considering operating 24 hours can invest in this technology, and it will take them through the day, through the night. Our mission is to transform the lives of stakeholders, and our stakeholders are our customers, our employees, the community in which we do our business, and Ghana at large. And just as you've seen us partner with Huawei with this new technology, you would see us investing in similar partnerships to introduce novel products and solutions, innovations that we believe would impact our economy, create jobs, and help us all succeed.
Chief Executive Officer of Tino Solutions, Postino Dugle, emphasized the urgency of climate action and highlighted Automation Ghana's group's commitment to reducing its environmental impact.
Technology and innovation is just here to make our work even easier, because what they have done now is integrating storage, conversion, and then communication all in one box. In fact, cooling all in one box. So that the product that is being launched today has everything in one. What it simply means is that when we are delivering projects, you don't need to have additional investment in electrical room or storage room where we have to keep solar batteries, inverters. All of it is boxed up in one. And so that is cost saving to us and of course to the end customer. So definitely this is going to be a booster towards the 10% renewable target that Ghana have set for itself by year 2030.
For Automation Ghana Group, Luna 2215 is more than a battery. It is a strategic energy tool for businesses seeking resilience, efficiency, and long-term economic advantage.